If you want to get hired off the back of your LinkedIn profile, then I highly recommend getting some recommendations from people in your network who you've worked with before, who can speak about the quality of work that you have done with them in the past. Hi, I'm Holly, and I make videos just like this one to really help build your personal brand out on LinkedIn. If you haven't been to my channel before, please subscribe, click the bell button and give my video a thumbs up. It really helps me produce more and more content like this one, and also check out my other videos all about building your personal brand. LinkedIn recommendations is so easy to give out and also receive. Just takes a few minutes. Here's how you do it. So here we have my LinkedIn profile, and if we scroll right down at the bottom, you've got recommendations. So you see I've got my received recommendations. I've got 6. We can select them all here. We've also got a section for given and pending. So you can turn these off. If you have a recommendation that's not relevant for you, you can turn it off. I personally wouldn't recommend that. Keep them on if they're relevant and useful, because it really shows that you've built out your personal brand and that you've been working with people in the past as well. So that's how you toggle those on and off. Now, when you get given a recommendation, you get a message. So Talia has very kindly sent me a recommendation here, which is popped into my messages. So I'm going to open that up. So here is the recommendation that Talia has left me. And I have 3 options. 1, I add this to the profile, and this goes under received on my recommendations. Alternatively, I could ask for a revision, which would mean that Talia gets a message back and we ask to change something. So I could say specifically, could you change the section about mentoring to include training, let's say. I can send that back to Talia. She then has the option to revise it and send it back. So no recommendation gets published without your approval. So if you're not happy with it, you can tweak it. The other option you have is to dismiss it, and that would remove it from your profile. Hopefully wouldn't get to that point because you'd have the option to ask for the revision. In this scenario, I'm really happy to accept it. It was a lovely review from Talia, so thank you very much. I'm going to add this to my profile. So we have then got received, and there it is right at the top. And obviously you can also see the date of it, who can read it, and the report that you've got with that person as well. So next up, you can also ask for a recommendation. So if somebody hasn't given you a recommendation, you can ask for one. So I'm going to message my friend Bobby, and I'm going to continue. And I worked, we'll say that I was a client of Bobby's, and this was in my role here. Hi, Bobby, would you write me a recommendation? That's an automated process. I'm going to send that to him, and hopefully he will send me one back. So we also can see all of the reviews that I've given here. Now, I'm actually going to leave a review for Bobby, and I'm going to do this by pressing the plus button and give recommendation. Again, we're going to search for Bobby. Another option to add them is you go to the person's profile. So here is Bobby's profile, and you can go recommend Bobby in exactly the same process, just on their personal profile as well. So I was a client of Bobby's, and this was the founder. This is when he was at Full Stack. So here is the review I wrote earlier, short and sweet, and I'm going to send that. Bobby will now get notified, telling him I've left him a review, and he can add that. And obviously that has now appeared here. If you do have any reviews pending, they pop up. So I've asked for a review, that's pending. And also if you have any to process and accept, they are also in this here. A piece of advice that I would give you in regards to giving and receiving recommendations is if you give them to somebody else, they're much more likely to give one to you in return. So potentially reach out to somebody, let them know you're going to give them a recommendation, ask if there's anything that they would like you to include, then you can follow their instructions. Then having received one by you, they are much more likely to give you one back in return. So do put some effort in to try and grow the recommendations for you and others in your network as well. I hope you found this video useful. You'll be one step closer to building your personal brand if you follow these quick and easy steps on getting recommendations. Subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, as it helps mean that I can create more content just like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.